My friends, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Sober Living channel. My name is Kai, and today I am celebrating 347 days sober. What I love to do on this channel is I love to give tips, hope, and advice to anybody out there in the world struggling with addiction, letting them know there is a way out and there is hope. Alright guys, today I want to talk to you about something super simple. I just want to let you guys know that one day I would love to be a public speaker. I think that it would be a great thing for me to do. A little backstory on me: when I was in rehab, when anybody's in rehab, you go to group. And in group, you are given a certain amount of time and you are asked to tell your story. You're asked to open up about yourself. And usually you're broken up into groups of about maybe 5 to 10 people. And over the 6 weeks, by the end of the 6 weeks, you'll all have told your story in full, So when you're sitting down as a group, you will be given, let's say, a half an hour. You'll be given the floor for like a half an hour. And the therapist there will say, okay, Kai, the floor is yours for a half an hour. And then you have the floor to talk about whatever you want. Not whatever you want, but you have to talk about yourself for that half an hour. And now you have to talk. So if you don't want to talk, you're going to sit there for half an hour. Everybody is just going to sit there and wait for you to talk. And a lot of people had a hard time with it, understandably. And a lot of people just thought that they wouldn't talk. They said, I'm not talking, and they sat there. And after about a minute of waiting, the therapist said, listen, you have a half an hour. So we're going to sit here and wait. So you have the floor. Eventually people opened up. What I'm trying to get at is a lot of the people had a very hard time talking about their story, understandably. They had a hard time admitting to things. They had a hard time coming to terms with a lot of the things that they've done, a lot of the things that have happened to them, which again is totally understandable. But then me, on the other hand, I used that opportunity just to open up and get everything off my chest. I looked at, because you gotta remember, I had already gone through this. I had already gone through this type of therapy the first time I went to rehab. So I was essentially a veteran of all the therapy. Actually, while I was in rehab, they basically called me the ambassador, because whenever anybody new came into our ward, I would be the first person to knock on their door and give them get a tour of the area and just let them know that they're safe and people care about you and they can always come and talk to me. Either way, I was very open. And I spoke about my sexual assaults. I spoke about a lot of the traumatic things that happened to me very openly and unashamed. I was able to just get it out, And my therapist afterwards said, like, how did you do that? Like, what encouraged you to do that? And I said, you know what? I'm here to heal. Everybody here has basically the same story. As I said, basically everybody that I was in rehab with had been sexually assaulted or abused in one way or another at some point in their life. So it wasn't surprising to come out and say, hey, I have had this happen to me. It wasn't surprising. And I was like, look, I'm here to get better. So I'm going to give this program my all. I'm going to give it my 100% because I'm here to get better. That being said, they said that I should pursue public speaking. And that was something that I thought would be a great, great idea. I would love to do public speaking. I think the only thing really that holds me back from public speaking is my lisp. It doesn't bother me at all, but I think that it would bother potential employers, like people that would, want me to speak for them, because it's kind of annoying. But other than that, if there's anybody watching this video that wants me to speak, I would love to do that. If there's anybody watching this video who is a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, who needs a guest speaker for their speaker meetings, I would love to volunteer myself to do that. And there's meetings going on right now. If there's any person who needs any kind of public speaking, I want to put myself out there and say that I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. On the other hand, I don't really know how to get into public speaking. So what I'm going to do over the next month or two is I'm going to do some research on getting into it. I would love to speak at schools. I would love to speak at community centers. I think that my story has a lot to teach people. And I think that my story is, while it is pretty crazy, it's not unique. Like, I have crazy stories to tell, and what's great about having this YouTube channel, and especially my spooky story playlist, is I have hundreds of stories. I have so many stories from being an alcoholic. It's crazy, and that's not a good thing. What I'm trying to say is, if there's anybody out there who needs somebody to speak, I have a story that I could tell. I would love to do that. Other than that, my Ask Me Anything is over. I'm going to be posting another one probably once we hit maybe 250 subscribers. I think that would be pretty cool. And that's about it. I still am doing the 250 subscriber giveaway. So if you want to get in on that, I will link both videos. The link to the Asia giveaway will be linked there, and the link to the rest of the world will be linked there. Also, my email is always, always open. If you guys need anything from me at all, please email me. If you guys need to talk, if you guys need information, please. I usually respond within 6 hours. Let me know. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for giving me an audience. I really, really appreciate it. It's so wonderful to be able to do this kind of stuff. And that's about it. Guys, wherever you are in the whole wide world, please be sober. And if you're not sober, please have a ride home. Please be safe. Remember, your parents love you. Everybody wants you to wake up tomorrow. Alright, bye guys.